Thank you for taking the time to watch our safety awareness presentation on heat stress. My name is Daniela, and I will be your presenter for this training session. The goal of this presentation is to make you aware of heat stress hazards in the workplace and how to prevent these hazards from becoming fatal. Ocunomics is a leading designer and manufacturer of personal safety equipment for people all over the world. Established in 1982, our team is dedicated to keeping you safe, seen, and comfortable on any job and in all weather conditions. Whether it's extreme heat or extreme cold, it's important to make sure that when we're on the job, we have all the essentials to keep ourselves safe. However, when it comes to extreme heat, there's only so many layers you can remove before additional measures need to be taken to help your body keep cool. Here you see a snapshot of an interactive map you can find on the OSHA website. There were 109 heat-related fatalities reported from 2008 through 2014, and these are just a number of fatalities involving workers covered by federal or state OSHA plans. That's just about 16 deaths a year on average, meaning on average 1 or 2 people died per month. And again, this is just a sample of workers covered by OSHA plans. These deaths are entirely preventable with proper worksite safety management and PPE. So, what is heat stress? Simply put, it's the body's inability to keep itself cool, possibly resulting in your core temperature rising to a point that the body begins to shut down. Here, you will see a list of high-risk industries to pay special attention to. Before it gets to the extreme point of heat stroke, your body goes through 3 other stages of heat stress. If you know what to watch out for, you can take preventative measures before it gets to a critical point, and this is what to look out for. The most common symptom of heat stress is heat rash. This is a skin condition caused by blocked sweat ducts and trapped sweat beneath the skin, resulting in itchiness or an irritating prickly feeling. If you notice a heat rash develop on your body, you should take a break, hydrate, and use a calamine lotion or aloe on the area to help cool it down faster and relieve some of the irritation. Heat cramps are the next phase of heat stress, and these are painful muscle cramps that can occur during or after working in a hot environment. To avoid cramping, you should be sure to stay hydrated by drinking water or sports drinks to replace electrolytes lost. It can also help to do gentle range of motion stretching and gently massage the cramping muscle group. And of course, you want to take it easy and let your body rest before resuming strenuous work. Following heat cramps, you could start to notice symptoms of heat exhaustion. And if you recognize the symptoms early enough, you can treat the symptoms on your own by resting in a cool, dry area, drinking plenty of fluids like water and sports drinks, loosening your clothing or wearing something lighter for better airflow and breathability, and applying different cooling measures to your skin to help your body temperature go down. With heat stroke, your body is no longer able to cool itself down, and you will need prompt medical attention. Your doctor may use techniques like putting you in a basin of cold water, packing you in ice and cooling blankets, giving medication to stop the shivering, and using evaporative cooling techniques to bring your core body temperature down. Remember, the 2 most important things to be focused on when working in warm or hot environments is to stay hydrated and keep cool. So the best way to deal with heat stroke is to not have to deal with heat stroke. This workplace hazard is entirely preventable if you and your workers adhere to a few simple precautionary measures, ensuring that everyone is accounted for, have plenty of water breaks, and wear the appropriate clothing to be safe on the job. This presentation so far has covered what heat stress is, the symptoms to watch for, and what to do after symptoms start, which includes a lot of rest before returning to work. By following these guidelines and staying aware, you're not only saving valuable time on the job, but you could be saving the life of someone you work with. Heat stress is not only a concern for people on the job, but also the people looking out for your best interests. A heat management standard has been proposed by the American National Standards Institute and the American Society of Safety Professionals to set more rigid guidelines for employers to have in place to prevent injuries or fatalities due to heat stress. You can stay ahead of the standards by knowing and understanding the different cooling technologies available and using this information to plan and prepare for the next big job on the list. Starting at the far right, you'll see that the most basic methods of equipping any worker for hot environments is providing hydration and shade products. Water bottles, hydration packs, tents, ranger hats. Not only are these the simplest forms of PPE, but also the most important. Helping the body's natural cooling system is another way to equip workers, as it can help regulate skin and body temperature. Loose-fitting clothing or wicking apparel complements the body's natural temperature regulating mechanism, sweating out the heat. Products that absorb sweat and help water or liquid to evaporate also help workers feel more comfortable and productive when working in hot environments. A simple terry cloth band and a hard hat can provide a bit of comfort, and a ranger cap with evaporative cooling technology in the top of the hat can actively provide cooling comfort. Finally, at the lower left, there are technologically advanced vests made for very specific work conditions which aid temperature regulation and have been proven to affect core body temperature. We will talk more about each of these types of PPE in a moment. Ocunomics PPE is high-tech and engineered tough, designed to be lightweight and comfortable so your workers can get the job done safely. To achieve this, we have developed products with 4 different evaporative cooling technologies. Invented by Ben Franklin, evaporative cooling is a common practice on most work sites today to keep workers feeling comfortable and staying productive. In addition, we have specialized cooling pack technologies for humid or confined spaces with less airflow and more danger from the health risks of heat. With the variations of technology we have available, Ocunomics and its team are experts at keeping you cool and protective when dealing with warm or extremely hot temperatures. The original evaporative cooling products are made with our HYPERKEWL crystal technology and have been keeping workers cool and comfortable on the job site for over 25 years. Used in bandanas and ranger hats, they are offered in a wide variety of patterns and colors. HYPERKEWL crystals is the least expensive technology on the market. Placing the PPE in water for 10 to 15 minutes to activate and plump up with water, the cooling effect can last for hours. One of the most common evaporative technologies today is our HYPERKEWL PVA, or polyvinyl alcohol technology. PVA comes in towels, bandanas, skull caps, shades, and other accessories used around the head. PVA PPE is also inexpensive and lasts for hours, taking only a minute or 2 to activate. The super absorbent cabi-like fabric is the most convenient and comfortable form of cooling PPE for the head and neck, as its thin profile allows the PPE to fit better under hard hats or clothing. Our PVA bandanas come in a variety of colors and patterns, so you can look cool and feel cooler. The latest evaporative technology is our HYPERKEWL wicking and cooling fabric technology, where the cooling effect is inherent within the fabric itself. While a bit more expensive, this fabric is perfect for making skull caps and ranger hats that fit tight to the skull, as well as towels around the neck. Like PVA, it only takes a minute to activate in water, but needs to be snapped or swung for the cooling effect to last a few hours. As an inherent cooling fabric, a skull cap or hat will continue to not only wick away sweat, but evaporate that sweat to create a temperature-regulated feel on your head or skin. The power of this fabric is so great that when a towel is dipped in boiling water, then wrung and snapped for activation, its evaporative power will quickly bring the temperature down to 65 degrees Fahrenheit, well below your body temperature. Our final evaporative cooling technology is the most advanced, our patented HYPERKEWL fabric. Here, superabsorbent fibers are locked within layers which activate in minutes when submerged in water and have a cooling effect that lasts for hours. This is the most effective evaporative cooling fabric on the market, and as a result, tends to be used in vests for core body cooling in extreme environments or in the crown of a ranger hat or hard hat for head cooling comfort. This vest is used by competitive cyclists and motorcycle enthusiasts before, during, and after rides. Workers also use these vests on hot roofs or asphalt roads while working under extreme extended heat exposure. Our cooling pack technology consists primarily of phase change technology. We offer vests that are better than frozen ice against the body. These vests use phase change material instead of water to stay frozen like ice at temperatures as high as 58 degrees Fahrenheit, extending the cooling sensation for hours at a time. Lighter than water, phase change material also is easier and more convenient to wear against the body. And the phase change material can be reactivated in a freezer or ice water in as little as 15 minutes. This is perfect under a Tyvek suit or welding apparel to extend the worker's ability to operate in confined or even superheated workspaces. So this pretty much covers it. 4 unique and innovative evaporative cooling technologies in addition to phase change technology. No one has the expertise and breadth of solutions to keep workers feeling cool and looking cool like Ocunomics. So when you're planning and preparing for jobs that have the potential for heat stress, be sure to reach out to our Ocunomics team to help you make the most appropriate choice to keep your workers safe, seen, and comfortable on the job.